pulled it out of Survivor Bloomsburg on Tuesday, October 1st. So, what did you do to prepare for Season 2 of Survivor Bloomsburg, like mentally, physically, or social strategy-wise? Do you feel like your personal military experience provided any resources?
I think working as a team was never like a new concept to me, so I kind of applied those same concepts from my experience to Survivor Bloomsburg, and it did more good than harm, right? So I would say it helped out. It wasn't like the contributing factor to why we won or anything, but it definitely helped out, right? So.
In episode 1, you were shocked when you saw Hope get some votes that first time attending. Walk us through that moment.
I did, yeah. I wasn't aware that Hope was going to get voted. Me and Anna were also very surprised that Hope got voted. And then the thoughts kind of came in my head of, oh, like who could have done that? And then it hit me like, oh, Lauren definitely did that, right? So Lauren and Elizabeth definitely did that. So I didn't know they had it out for Hope. So it was shocking to see, why'd she get voted, right? So I thought we were all on the same page for Elizabeth, right? And it turns out they were on the same page for Hope. So coming to that conclusion was pretty shocking.
Mm-hmm. So we're still on episode 1.
Yeah.
Tell us about the challenges in episode 1. Which ones were your favorites to either compete in or watch?
Do you remember also? Yeah, I remember. The one we had to hit the mic off, the mic drop thing, that was pretty fun. Nerve-wracking to watch. The one where we had to do the relay race, right? It's like setting up the puzzle, right? That was definitely fun. That was definitely we definitely needed that win for the morale of our team. And then what was it? The last challenge was holding up the boards, right?
Mm-hmm. In episode 2, how did you feel about the announcement of the merging of the 2 Green Gator teams into one at the beginning?
I kind of figured it was going to happen. I was less excited for the fact that Python was merging, right? But I was excited that we got Jake, we got Aaron. Those were probably, I think they were pretty big factors to Gator. But I knew it was probably going to happen at some point. But it definitely, there was definitely some Gator A and Gator B. They definitely had like their team alliances there, right? Mm-hmm. That kind of, I think those alliances kind of dispersed. Is that the word? Dispersed in episode 3, right? Mm-hmm. And then in episode 3, we kind of all became a little more of like a one team, one mindset.
So, from episode 2, tell us about your experience with the Capture the Flag challenge, your highs and your lows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got. They actually. I mean, you're the editor, right? But I watched the episode 2, and me getting juked out by that girl was right in there. Me falling on the grass. Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, Capture the Flag was tough. I thought I was going to be able to do really well. I'm pretty athletic, right? Pretty fit. It was wet. It was cold. It was rainy. Morale was low as a team, right? But we had to have the mindset to win. And when Python kept getting those points, like our morale just kept dropping lower and lower. But I do think, yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was a fun, it was a fun challenge. It was fun. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I think Python was a lot more aggressive than I thought they were going to be. Mm-hmm. We should have played the same, but it was fun.
So, in episode 2, Python won that relay challenge in that 1 to 100 puzzle, while you and Joe seemed to struggle a bit. Yeah. Walk us through what happened in that.
Yeah. What was it? The frisbee thing, right? They had to
the frisbee and then the sponge water.
So we got behind on the frisbee thing. They hit the sponge thing way before us, right? And then I don't know what it was in the puzzle. I think Joe was trying pretty hard. I was trying pretty hard, and we lost, right? And I think that definitely put a target on my back, and I think that's definitely why Python chose me and Chase for the immunity. But that was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. That 1 to 100 challenge, that was like a lot more, especially like when the whole team's depending on you. That was a lot more stressful than I thought it was gonna be. Mm-hmm.
So, you didn't play any safety keys. How come you didn't take a chance with them? Were you not aware that the team was planning to vote you out in episode 3?
I was not aware, not at all, no. Safety key. Yeah, so I didn't use the safety key, no. I kind of wanted to save it. I knew long-term if I did get voted out, like, for example, in episode 3, I'm not trying to jump ahead too much, right, but so we voted out Claire, right, because we knew, like, for the remaining challenges, we couldn't lose any more people. And then, like, I'm a National Guardsman. Like, I had this thing going on where I might be going down south to help out next week. I told the team, like, hey, I might not be here next week. That was a big factor as to why I got voted out. Before that, we mentioned, like, dude, one of us take one for the team.
Yeah.
Of who we get voted out, like, who we vote out. Did one of us take one for the team? And I said that cognitively because I was about to take one for the team. I was about to be like, all right, guys, like, vote me, right?
Yeah.
And it hit me like hope was like I can't take one for the team. Like I need this money, right? I need this, right? It kind of hit me like I don't really benefit that much from the money, right? It's like I was like me winning versus somebody else who needs it more would benefit a lot more, right? So that's kind of why I mentioned the take one for the team aspect. I feel like I should have stepped up and said that.
So that's what you were saying, like in that like huddle circle that you guys had, where you were talking about the benefits.
We were talking about like our strengths, right? What we could have done. During volleyball, Joe lost a lot of those points, and on the other racket, on the other side, Davey lost a lot of their points. But I do regret that. In our circle, I should have came up and said, you know what, guys, vote me, right? So they all came to the decision to vote me. Like, we have a group chat. We text them like, hey, like it was sad to see you go, man. Like, we're sorry. I told her like no hard feelings. You know, it was an awesome time playing with you guys.
So, in episode 3, walk us through how that volleyball played out.
That volleyball thing. Jake and Aaron definitely carried us a little bit. Anthony did a good job serving. I'll give kudos to him. Each time we kept losing a point, it definitely dropped the morale of the team. We had the lead in the beginning. We had a pretty strong lead. Python came back. We kept tying each other. We kept tying up points, and then Python ultimately won. So that definitely hurt us. That definitely hurt the morale of the team.
In episode 3, the pinball dodgeball challenge was no joke, with you yourself taking some pretty strong hits with the dodgeballs. Yep. How did you feel about that? Do you feel Jake was your MVP for that challenge?
Shout out to Jake. He was definitely the MVP. He clutched up the 1v5, 1v4. He won that. That was super needed for morale. That kind of put him on top of the food chain there. And yeah, that was hard for the team. That was really hard for the team. I definitely could have performed a lot better in dodgeball. After I got railed in the face, I had like a pretty big headache after that. My morale was pretty low. But I didn't let it get to me. I wanted to be there for the team. And yeah, I could have performed a lot better in dodgeball. I'm upset I didn't, but shout out to Jake for coming back for us, right? We definitely needed that as a team.